This Sunday marks the beginning of the Advent season. We celebrate the first Sunday of Advent. The theme of Advent, of preparation for the coming of the Lord, is seen so very clearly in the Gospel. It's taken from Mark chapter 13, verses 33 to 37. Let's take a listen. Jesus said to his disciples, "Be watchful, be alert. You do not know when the time will come. It is like a man traveling abroad. He leaves home and places his servants in charge, each with his own work, and orders the gatekeeper to be on the watch. Watch, therefore, you do not know when the Lord of the house is coming, whether in the evening or at midnight or at cockcrow or in the morning. May he not come suddenly and find you sleeping. What I say to you, I say to all, watch." Jesus says to his disciples, be watchful, be alert. He says the same to us. He tells them, you do not know when the time will come. He says the same to us. He continues, you do not know when the Lord of the house is coming, whether in the evening or at midnight or at cockcrow or in the morning. May he not come suddenly and find you sleeping. What I say to you is, watch. On one level, this is good practical advice. Servants should be ready for their master's return. They would need to unlock the gates. They would need to have food ready for him. Traveling was not easy. One could not predict some of the obstacles or problems you could encounter. So it was not so easy to tell the servants exactly what time you would return. That is why he says it could be in the evening or at midnight or at sunrise or in the morning. We probably find this a bit strange. Couldn't he just send a text message? Sorry, no technology. A phone call? Nope, sorry. On another level, whenever we read about the Lord of the house or the master of the house, we are meant to think of Jesus himself, and he will return. When? The time is not set. We cannot mark our calendar. We don't know the hour, the day, the month, the year. He will come again and will be our judge. As we heard last week, he will separate the sheep from the goats. How are we to act when the arrival time is uncertain? The answer is to be ready, to be prepared for a time we do not know. We are told to watch, to be alert. We might keep in mind the sentry who is on duty at a fortress or castle or military base. He or she keeps their eye fixed on the horizon to see who may be coming at any time. In a spiritual way, we need to be alert, watchful, ready. How so? By keeping our life of faith vibrant, by our life of prayer, by receiving the sacraments, by engaging in charitable work to help our neighbor in need. In this way, we are preparing ourselves spiritually. When the Lord of the house returns, he will then find me on duty, at work, engaged in activity, ready, watchful, prepared. When we take our eye off the prize, when we don't keep our gaze fixed on Christ, we can become distracted by so many things, often of little importance. Advent calls us to adjust our way of doing business, to get our priorities in order. Let us then get ready and be watchful. Let the gospel fill your week as we begin this Advent season. See you in church. Until then, God bless.